Dougie likes the recordings, so I can't forget. And, dude, the fact that it's been forever since I streamed, and I remembered that right off the jump, is crazy. All right, how's our camera? Is it actually in the middle? Now that we've set up anew. I like my black on black. Even though the wall paint's not really black, but it's almost like it's just a floating head. I like it. As you can tell, we're going to start off with a difficult classic game. When I look through all the games, that are on Steam, there's a lot of shit ones. It's always been the fact, however, there are a lot of shit ones. However, I was looking through some today. I think it added 3, which is crazy considering it's been a while since I looked through all the demos, so there's like at least 400, and I think I only picked 2. And today I picked 3. Cody, how's it going? I need to figure out how to get TTS up and running again. The whole reading thing sucks. So if I could get TTS to just, tell me itself, that would be cool. Plus, we don't really get notifications. Like if somebody donates through diamonds, I can't hear anything. And then, so I was equally thinking, I was like, since now I'm officially I can like stream again without doing any housing shit. I was like, when's a good time to stream? And then I was trying to think of a good time, and I was like, if we just keep like trying to think of a good time, there's never going to be a good time. I was like, it's a good time right now. So we'll fire this bitch up. Hopefully I can stream later today too. We'll see. I'm not making any promises when it comes to how many times we can stream this week. How about I just leave it open? The goal is like 3. Thursday is definitely a 1. Saturday would be a great one. Frozart, how's it going? Me and Track are busy. What are you guys up to? Dude, when I go through the chat and read it, I feel like you people know more about each other than what I think. When you almost like, especially the way Westgate talks, it almost sounds like they're like friends. I played PoE 2 up until the map section, and I didn't know how much longer I would play it. Well, it seems like I didn't play it for that much longer. Usually when I get to... The end game was actually not bad, though. I actually liked it. Track, RoboDuck, how's it going? I'm recording this for you, RoboDuck. I didn't forget. It's the no beard. Maybe that has something to do with it. I am trying to eat healthier. That probably has a lot more to do with it. And I haven't weighed myself in a while because I'm trying to eat healthier and lose weight. But I don't want to look at how much I actually weigh because I'm like, it's going to depress me. Considering the last time I weighed myself, I was like a little above 210. And I know we're not near that. So I don't want to do it. But today when I was taking a shower and I could semi-see my abs in the mirror, I'm like, we're losing weight. We're definitely losing weight. In-game is solid, but just fizzles out. It's really funny because usually any game I've ever played, when I get to in-game, I immediately stop. However, I did have a little fun with PoE 2 when I got to the in-game, and that's a first. This is going to be an easy-ass game. This game is an idle game. My bread and butter. At last, Doctor, the graves are waiting. Take a shovel. Which makes it easy to stream and play at the same time. My first thought is always, did AI make this game? We are in the new house. I think I'm going to go through like a house tour. I think I'll just film it on my phone and then I'll show it on stream. We'll try next stream. But I love this house. I would say so we were house hunting for 4 months, maybe, and we saw so many different houses. Do I still have, hang on. I was checking to see, because every time I would go to a house, I'd collect like their little flyer thing, and I had it like in there. I think I may have put it up. But out of all the houses that I saw, this one is by far the best, and I'm glad I got it. I didn't think I would actually get this house. When I first saw it on Zillow, like right when it opened, I was like, this is a nice house, but we're not going to get it. However, I got here like after an hour of it being posted on Zillow, and I came to see it with my own eyes because I knew I liked it. I just had to like see it to make sure it was what I thought it was. And when we got here, I immediately told our realtor, I was like, we're putting in an offer like now. And it was a good offer. And I was like, if we do that, because they were going to have I can't remember what day they launched. We'll say Tuesday. Tuesday, they put their house on the market. And on the weekend, they wanted to do an open house. And I was like, we can't let that happen. We got to do everything in our power to stop that from happening. And the good news is because I've seen so many I've seen so many houses that this house was underpriced for what it was actually worth. And the person who was selling the house didn't actually think it was undervalued. They thought it was valued. Their biggest concern is that when the house got appraised, it would be under what we were paying. And so they just wanted to make sure that we could like pay the bill. And I was like, these people they don't know how much this house should go for. He come in, leave. Hey, Dalco, our favorite resident drive-byer. Show the address and social security. Dude, the second I know for a fact that when I show the house, I'm automatically, anybody who wanted to know where I live could find it. Toxic, how's it going? There's not much you would need to do. If I do a video tour of my house and then you know where I live, you could just go on Zillow, look at the houses that have been sold recently, and you'd be like, that's where he lives. Got it. Got it. I know where he is. But thankfully, they undervalued the house. And so they thought, I'm telling you, the funniest part about it is the fact that our realtor was like, she wanted to take a video so she could post it on her like socials. And plus she liked the fact that I was like a vet. So that semi helped with her socialness. And she's like, you got to get close to the door because we don't want anybody to actually know where you live. And immediately I was like, they already know where I live. She doesn't have full informational value. She doesn't know that you don't need to know. Yeah, I work on animals. Imagine that, dude. I work on animals, and every time they ask about being a vet, I'm like, of course. I did realize that at Lowe's, they have veteran parking, and I did not know that. And yesterday, I had to walk, and I was like, why am I walking if I can just park here? But I'm going to do it. I'll do a house tour. I'll film everything. And the house definitely appraised for what I thought it would. So there was no issue on that part. I will say, I talked to E5 and Dalco, and they said when they used their VA benefit, like their VA loan, it wasn't a hassle. Here, the people, Navy Federal, they are useless. Me and Kaylin basically had to do their job for them just so that we could close on time. It might be, dude. Hey, look at, I don't know if you can see it. You can't, because the game will probably block it, right? I was going to show my background. I'd have to Alt F4, but it's on the list. The house, dude. Check that shit off. But trust me, the fact to get that bitch to close on time, we had to do their job for them. And the funniest part about it was we were closing on a Friday. The Thursday before we closed, our agent for Navy Federal called us and they're like, I'm taking a vacation, talk to these two people. And we went to go talk to those two people. They equally were on vacation. I was like, they're trying to do everything in their power to fuck this up. But we were determined. And so we got it when we did. It officially closed when it said it was going to. What's this? Oh, longer time. This definitely looks... If I had to be a betting person and put it on AI or not, AI, they look like they can make this game. We are playing Bone something. What do we got this called? Oh, it's not even close. Frankenmine. All right. Bone is nowhere in the name. I really did. I felt like during the process, it was me and Caitlin versus all. I will say Boner Mine sounds like a way better game. I'm not a very trustworthy person just in real life in general, so it took just for me to like my realtor, took a couple days. Then I realized she was really cool. I'm telling you, you're going to know exactly. I know for a fact. If some of you can figure out where I lived just by not really giving much information, tomorrow or later today, if I do actually stream like I said I'm going to, you're going to know. I should really, yeah, because I got to make sure I do it during the day. I actually have a light right over my head. However, it's very bright. So I was like, I have to put a light off to the side. I can't have this shit shining in my face 24/7. Oh, dude. I know that I can't make emotes. So we're really just saving this one up for good time's sakes. But E5, someone I play with a lot, gets drunk on Saturdays and plays games. And it wasn't this week, it was last week. But dude, this dude's got some faces, man. I was like, dude, we could turn this into something. Like, look how fucked up this dude is. He looks like he has an allergy. I was like, this makes a great emote. Now now that I think about it, what I should do is tell him to do it on his own stream. That's actually way better. Because he's on Twitch. So he can get that shit all set up. So I should be like, dude, you need to make that an emote. He looks like he is allergic. I try to find some better ones. This one makes him look like he's lost a few brain cells. But dude, these are some good ones. He might not know, but he has unlocked some potentials of some good emotes. Hopefully he takes full advantage. I will equally say, so there's definitely a part of me that's envious. Last night he was streaming and I saw that like 10 people were watching him. Now I will equally say that I was watching on my iPad, my TV, and Caitlin was watching on her computer. I don't know if that counts as 3. However, 10's a lot of people. And I was like, motherfucker. Digging size, shovel damage. Tombs are always better. More money, more problems. Well, I guess not in this case. But he had 10 people. 10 people is a lot. Especially considering, I don't really know officially when he started, but it has to be within a month. He has streamed once before, which feels like a lifetime ago. But the very first time he streamed, right away, I was like, E5 would make a great streamer. Because he rages a lot. He's very entertaining. I prepared a few to object. Hey, I like the objectives. He rages a lot, so he'd be fun to watch. E5 is definitely, when you're watching him as a streamer, it's probably not bad. Well, I guess it's on the level of like Summit rage. Where Summit's funny, but if you watch him for too long, I'm talking about, I haven't seen, well, I say I haven't seen Summit play in a while. I was actually watching him play last night because I think he's trying to get back into like being on a competitive team. So he was playing last night. He's doing like very well. Very well. You can tell he's definitely been putting in the work of playing Counter-Strike. And they make it sound like he just joined a random team. Like he just found a group of random people and joined them. I'm like, that's cool as fuck. I love streams where people just play with, like, it's just them. I can't stand watching a stream where they're playing with other people and just interacting with them the whole time. I hate it. I can't watch it. So the fact that Summit, like, not only plays just by himself, mentally, I was trying to avoid saying play with himself. I was like, let's get out of that territory. But the fact that not only is he playing with himself, but he found a bunch of random people, and now he's playing with them. Imagine how cool that is. Imagine for those people. Imagine spending all your time playing Counter-Strike, getting a team together, right? The ambition, the goal of one day, like being a real team, and then Summit gets in contact with you and it's like, hey, do you care if I'm on your team? You know what would be very bad though? If you're the weak link on the team. If they have a team, obviously they have 5 people. So Summit literally was like, hey, can I join your team? And that would mean that they had to get rid of somebody. I remember when I used to play Counter-Strike. When I used to play SOCOM all the time, one of the things that we would do is we would join a clan, find out who their good players were, and then we would try to recruit them into our actual clan. We were like a virus. We would go in, try to make friends with the people who were good, and then take them out and put them back into our team. Digging size is not bad. The real question is if we double our shovel damage, am I able to do it? Why would I want to? Wouldn't I want this one more? If I do more shovel damage, hopefully you can get it. If you get it in one hit, it's worth. I guess you're doing less than one hit. I will say, out of all these idle games, I don't know why I can't remember shit for the life of me. Out of all these idle games, this one, there are definitely better ones. I should have played. There was one I should have played while I was online. That was a bottle one. I had a lot of fun with it. Apparently, Mex was chasing away your viewers. Good. I know that people don't like that. Some people. I don't know if I go as far as don't. Hey, Southside, welcome. I don't know if I thank you so much, Southside. I don't know if I would go so much to say that like didn't like Mex, but they definitely didn't. I was gonna say, but they definitely didn't like Mex. But dude, I think the fact that he's a little psycho, I like it. Morning. It's not until I read people say that they probably like had a problem. If I knew more people had a problem with him, I'd be like, okay, I gotta let him go, even though I'm having fun. I think I like him because he's a little psycho, and I think myself, I'm a little psycho, so I can relate. Like, just to let you know how psycho I am. So, even though we have we can't jokingly do the PTSD thing anymore, because I gotta figure out how to at least get that working without the T. Okay, goal. I can get everything working but TTS, and we should have that up and running. We should at least have that going, because then you can't do like /PTSD, the whole post-traumatic Down syndrome thing. Let me see. No TTS. Okay, we can do this. I'm sure I'll understand what that means. But, anyways, in real life, I have real PTSD. And when I first got out of the military, I made a no guns rule. There's a good reason for that, because I'm kind of psychotic, right? So there was a no guns rule. So when I moved into this house, I stopped. My last internet provider was Spectrum. My internet provider now is AT&T, and that's because AT&T already had fiber set up in the house. So I was like, of course I'm going to go with them. And it was like, I think it was even cheaper than the Spectrum that I had. Well, anyways, my internet didn't work right away. And that was because, one, the wire for my internet was cut at the building, and it was also cut again like 3 houses down. I only know this because the guy came to fix it and told me. So obviously they have like a window of when the person can show up from like 12 to 4. So I was waiting around for this person to show up. And for some reason during that time, someone from Spectrum showed up, right? To like ask me to like try to get me to get Spectrum again. And I thought it was the AT&T person. So I opened the door. And then like at first I still thought it was the AT&T person. It wasn't until I locked eyes on the badge that said Spectrum that I realized this is not AT&T. Because I was highly confused. I was like, why is this person not fixing my internet? What are they talking about? And then I saw it was AT&T, and immediately I was like, how does this person know my address? And then I thought, And then immediately I was like, this is the reason why we don't have a no gun rule. This is the reason why we have a no gun rule. I'm telling you, there are things in life that immediately start shooting out red flags and I go into straight psycho mode. Immediately, dude, I started spinning off like, why is this person here? Why is he pretending to be Spectrum? How would he know my address? I was like, if we didn't have the no gun rule in place, I would have put the fear of God into that guy. I'm like, what the fuck you doing here? Like I said, I used to, because we had a no gun rule, I used to answer my door with knives in my hand. Imagine if it wasn't a knife. So I was like, obviously in the moment, I'm like, we should get rid of no gun rule. And then once it's over and the moment's done, I'm like, this is the reason why we have a no gun rule, you fucking moron. You're slightly psychotic. So back to the original, that's why it ties into, I think that's the reason why I like Mex a little bit. One of the reasons why I like Mex. Mex is like a KO Kid, except KO Kid is never coming back. Mex could come back. KO Kid, unfortunately, he's done. They were on my property, trespassing. Maybe I need to put a sign outside so that way everybody knows. Improve spawn chance is very important. Another thing I find funny is that I hate talking to people in real life, maybe even online. But I hate talking to people in real life. And anytime I meet somebody, like say it's like from Caitlin's work, right? They'll tell me their name and immediately my brain is like, you don't need to know that information. It's not important. Delete. Spawn chance. I do like starting. But it's immediate, like, you don't need to know that. Delete that information immediately. However, for the very first time in a very long time, when I moved here, I met both my neighbors on the left and right side of me. And my first neighbor I met, whose name is Fred, or Frank. I almost fucked that up. Whose name is Frank. When I met him, I'm so used to my brain saying delete it that I thought that's what was going to happen. But the second the person told me my name, or told me his name, my brain was like, that is actually some information you need to know. And it's like, store that. So not only do I know Frank, I haven't met his wife yet, so I can't remember what her name is. I know Frank, and on the other side, there's Ed and Susan. You have no idea how special it makes them that I know their name in real life. For 16 years, I haven't learned a person's name in the real world. And for the first time ever, I now know 3 people's names. I didn't even think it was possible. I thought after this long, I was like, there's no way. Even when they told me my name and my brain was like, hey, we got to keep this information, I was like, we're not going to remember this, dude. We're not going to remember this. But then I also remembered watching YouTube videos forever ago. I don't know what I was watching it for. It definitely wasn't for this. But one of the things they always say, like when you're in the conversation, when someone tells you your name, one, use it in the conversation again, and make sure that when you leave the conversation to use it again to really like hone it in. So I was like, okay, I'll do that while I was like talking. I think it worked. I know their names. I'm like, that's crazy. Not only did I remember one name, I remember 3. Good possibly, we are eating better. Talking about eating, hang on, let me do an upgrade. How about we play a game and do this at the same time? Talking about eating. So I'm mostly just eating chicken. Yesterday I made chicken. I made like 5 chicken breasts. I have a pressure cooker, and that's basically how I make it, which is easy and delicious. I used to just like boil it in like a slow crock pot for like 9 hours. Now it takes like maybe half an hour. But I made 5 chicken breasts. Let me pick one of these. Let's go Tombs. And I made 5 of them. I put them in a container on the counter. Now, what I didn't realize until recently is that the counters here are slightly lower than the counters where I used to live. Now, what makes that a problem is that Kano couldn't reach food that I put on the counter at the old place. However, since it's slightly lower, he now can reach the counter. So I put those 5 chicken breasts into a container. However, I didn't close the container because I'm letting the heat like escape and cool down. I come back and the container's empty. Now my first problem is that sometimes when I do shit, I'm very like it's like I'm a robot. I queue up a task, right? So say I'm like, I need to make chicken. I put in just the amount of effort that my brain starts the process, and then I just start daydreaming about other shit. So the second I saw the chicken wasn't there, I assumed that I never started the project in the first place. I was like, even though, because it happens, sometimes I'll queue up a task, and then I'll realize that I never did it, because I like started thinking about something else. So that was my first thought process, is that I never even started it in the first place. Then I remember starting it. So I was like, that's not the problem. I definitely started it. So I was like, then I was like, well, maybe Caitlin did something with it. And then she didn't know anything either. And then I was like, there's actually another problem, right? Where I have to remember what the next thing was that I was thinking. So there could be a problem where I'm like, I need to make chicken. So I start the process to make chicken. I then start daydreaming about something else, like something else I need to do. Now, let's say that thing I thought that I'm thinking about next is cleaning, right? So in cleaning, you got to throw stuff into the trash. Now, there could be a scenario, this has happened before, there could be a scenario where I started the chicken, maybe the chicken, as in the process, I'm cleaning and I just threw the chicken away, right? This happens sometimes. I'm afraid to admit. So my other thing was like, oh, maybe I threw the chicken away, because this is not the first time that would happen. So I looked in the trash, chicken not there. Then after that, my dog comes around the corner, and this dog looks like he's 3 times the size that he used to be. And I'm like, this motherfucker, dude. He just looked at me and he was loving life. He had like the biggest smile on his face. I was like, and the thing about it too is that before it happened, this dog has abandonment issues. It will never be away from either me or Caitlin. And before this happened, he was like not in sight. And I was like, I feel like he's up to something. But usually if he's up to something, it's because he's like pissing somewhere or shitting somewhere in the house. So I went around and looked, and he did not. So I just assumed he didn't do anything. No, he was eating the chicken. That's what he was up to. And then afterwards, he had the balls to pretend like he didn't eat it. He started asking for more food. I'm like, how are you hungry? If I eat one of those chicken breasts, I'm like, I don't really feel like eating more of them. And by the end of the day, I'm like forcing myself to eat it. This motherfucker ate 5 of them and went, keep feeding me. So of course the next day, we had to like not feed him because he ate so much. Let's just say he was pissed about that part. He may have forgot that he ate all that chicken, but we definitely didn't, and he was pissed. All right. Well, I mean, this is your usual. I forgot what you had quest. This is pretty much your usual idle game. There's better ones out there. This one doesn't hit the itch. If someone made this game just to be like, hey, I want to show myself I can make a game, good job. If you were trying to make a game to sell it, you got to do a little better. I mean, track. So I was thinking yesterday, I was like, what are my goals? Right? And I was like, I want to stream more. And then I was like, if I want to stream more, should I be making like TikTok videos and putting shit up on YouTube? And then I'm like, well, what's my other goal? And I was like, I really want to make a game, and I want to steal that idea that you gave me about sending people out on missions. So I was like, that's my other goal. So anything that's outside of that is useless time spent. So I was like, we're definitely not making you, like, I'll upload, because I know Duck likes to watch the videos. So I'll upload the stream to YouTube. But outside of that, I'm not doing anything else. I'm just streaming and uploading the video. And then putting the rest of the time, free time that I have, into trying to make that game. So we'll see how that goes. At first, I think it's gonna be more difficult because I got to learn how to make the game. Where the thing about programming now is that I know how to program, so I can easily use AI to help me, right? And to like make it easier on myself. Where if I used AI in gaming, I wouldn't really even know where to start or what to do. So I first got to learn before I can get AI to help me. Because there's definitely times where I'm programming and I get AI to help me and it's a liar. And I know it's lying. So it's easy to spot and to fix. Where since I don't know what to do when it comes to developing a game, it could lie to me and I'd be like, okay. Sounds right. So if it's streaming, we're going to try to stream more. It's the goal. Whether or not I achieve it, we'll see. Only the future will tell. And then we'll spend some time trying to make a game. So anything outside of that, I'm definitely not making TikTok videos, and I'm definitely not investing any time into making YouTube videos. So at this point, we've really come to terms that I just stream for fun. At this point, we are officially just streaming for fun. I would have to be in major denial to think that somehow I could just do that and be okay. There's another part of me that thinks that showing progress of the game would be fun. I feel like working on the game might be boring. I know I wouldn't watch it. However, like showing some progress, that would be cool. I was also thinking to myself, dude, I was like, if I can get me to... The bad thing about it is that I like me so much that I could do bad shit, watch it, and think it was great. But when I was somewhat invested into making a YouTube video, I was like, if I can get me to want to watch it, then I can get pretty much anyone to watch it. But I would equally not have to be me because if I see my own content, unfortunately, I'm going to like it. But because like, okay, because I'm like, what do I like doing? I like playing like different games, like indie games. However, anytime someone comes up on YouTube and it's somebody I don't know and they're playing an indie game, I don't want to watch it. So it's like an oxymoron type thing. So I'm like, how do I get me to stop on a video? Jonah, welcome back. I'm like, how do I get me to stop on a video? So if I can ever figure that out, I think we make good progress. I feel like I slightly wanted to go down a different rabbit hole, but my brain couldn't process the next information. What's the next one? Let's do goblins. Guns and goblins. I've also come to like really realize that I don't know if it's at my age or what. I do not like story whatsoever. I was playing Cyberpunk, which is a great game, right? But when I was playing, there was a part that I was in that was like story driven for 45 minutes. I was like, I can't take this. I can't. Story is just not me anymore. When I was a kid, I loved story, right? I loved watching everything out. I loved reading everything. I was invested. Now I'm just like, I got to get straight to the action part. I was like, I don't have time to be like reading and listening shit. I got a block of time window that I'm allowed to like play games and shit and do that. I want to be playing games. I don't want to be watching. So as I was playing Cyberpunk, I like got to that part and I was just like, it makes me not want to play it. Because I feel like part of the point of playing the game is to watch the videos and get invested. So I just stopped playing. I was like, I can't take it. It's also a reason why when I play indie games, I'm like, I wish that they would just get straight to the point. Any game that like tries to have like a story, I'm like, I don't fucking care, dude. I don't care. Just let me play the fucking game and figure out whether or not it's good. And only tell me information if it's fucking deadly important. Your game is a good game if I can skip everything that's being told and still process what's going on. I understand by not reading anything, I can't fully process what's going on, but as long as I can play the game. How do we feel about the Odyssey? I'll tell you from my personal, because I obviously saw a bunch of hate about it on the internet, right? And I will equally say that when they said that the Elliot Page person was playing Achilles, I thought they were it was a fact I thought they were being like 100% about it, and I was like, my blood was boiling. Then I figured out that that was not the case, and I was like, okay. I went to go watch it at a movie theater. I liked it. I cannot complain. I've come to realize that I don't give a shit about anything other than being entertained. When it comes to a video game or a movie, as long as I'm entertained, I do not give a shit. If Elliot Page was Achilles, I would fucking blow up. But with that being said, I will say that her part played out just how you would expect. Indie Layer, how's it going? You the dev? You doing a little name drop? If I was a dev, I would do that. I would like have a bot tell me when someone was playing my game, and then I'd go in there and just like be like, this is the best game I've ever played in my entire life. Kojima better be scared. However, I will say this is what I'm talking about. I can't skip this. Oh, I can't skip it. Oh, I was about to say, okay, Dev, you saved yourself. You saved yourself. We're all good. But I liked the movie. It was entertaining. I would say I liked it more than Eisenhower. I feel like I was about to say it correctly, and then I stopped. I think it's Eisenhower. I don't know. I liked it better than that one. I would definitely rewatch The Odyssey before ever rewatching that movie. But talking about rewatching movies, Memento, I'm going to watch that soon. Kaylin's never watched it, so I'm going to force her to watch it. I've forced her to watch a lot of movies, and she hates them all. So there's a good chance she's going to hate this movie too. But I told her that Christopher Nolan made it, and then she was like, okay, I'll watch it. I was like, cool, we sold you. But there's a good chance you're going to hate it. You definitely be like the Aussie dev of the back rooms that messes around with players in games. I mean, fucking with people, it's fun. Didn't exist in the Greek story. That's the other thing. People are like, they'll say, when people are like, this didn't happen, this is not like lore. Thank you, Andy, for the follow. I was like, I did read that right. When people are like, this is not how it actually happened, we go back to rule number 1, entertained. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit if the Odyssey was a complete different story than how it was wrote. As long as I'm entertained, that's all I give a shit. When I looked at Hail Mary, the Project Hail Mary movie, there's just something about it where I'm like, I'm not going to like this. However, the goddamn thing got like... The thing's like, got like a Metascore of 8 or something, which really doesn't usually mean anything. However, I thought there was going to be something in those bots. Doesn't really mean much of anything, but it's a good starting point. And I'm like, do people really like that movie? I have a feeling if I watch that movie, I'm not going to like it. But it seems people have watched it and like it. But it's just like The Odyssey, where... The internet seems like they don't like it, but I liked it. Only time will tell, though, with that one. You can never really fully trust the internet, either. Like the Project Hail Mary. It makes me... Okay. I guess I'll give it a go. Even though there's a part of me that assumes that I'm not going to like it at all. This game's actually easier to play. I don't know how this game is easier to play than a game where all you do is just hover your mouse over a gravestone, but this game's easier to play and stream at the same time. I think the problem... I don't even know how that's a problem. I was going to say, I think the problem is that I need to look at the screen to see where I'm hovering, but I equally need to, like, see what I'm trying to kill here as well. I'm assuming this is one of those games where you just keep playing until you die. Level up. We're still in the idle territory that I didn't know about. Who the fuck needs health, dude? Increase damage. Now we're talking. Increase crit. Increase dagger swing speed. Increase coin pickup range. The Westgate special. Do you like movies that start off at the end? Tell you a little by little of the beginning? Just has to be entertaining. I do like Memento though. Entertainment. That's all that ever matters. Outside of that, don't care. I do like. I don't know if it's still the same case, but there was like a stint of me where I like those like cheesy ass like comedy movies where they like make fun of like a genre. Like they make fun of like superhero, like a scary movie type movie. And those movies, a lot of those movies are just shitty. They're horrible. However, I loved it. I was entertained. They're fucking god awful, but I was entertained. And like I said, the only important part of the whole thing, maybe we go greed. I thought greed would give me more like. I know it says athletics, but I think anyone here who's been here for a long time probably could guess what I thought that said. Marksman, witchcraft, scavenging, and cunning. Can I actually upgrade these, or do they upgrade on themselves? I think the screen size is fine. Anybody who actually wants to know what's going on, we'll go into landscape mode. We need to add that to the list. What's the other ones? Acoustic. Because aesthetic is the one I keep fucking up, right? There's another one. We might need to add athletics to the list. There's a third one somewhere in there. Acoustic. Aesthetics. Authentic. I can't remember what the third one I'd fuck up all the time is. Anyways, back to the mission at hand. If this has been asked recently, just got here, what is this game? That is actually a great question. It's called Guns and Goblins. The dev is in chat. Put at Indie Layer, unless you are Indie Layer and you switched your name to Damsel to make it seem like even more people are interested in this game. Upgrade. What do I need? Equipped a firearm to. Oh, wait, hang on. How much money do I have? I have. Nice. Wait, oh, okay. That's fine. As I was in the process of upgrading, I was like, maybe I should read other things before I go down that route. To figure out what I can do. Repair forge. What am I repairing? Oh, I'm repairing the thing so I can upgrade. I see what's going on here. Okay. I was like, I don't understand what I'm repairing. My gun doesn't look fucked. Wait. Did they just make me spend $5 to repair something I can't use? It's kind of fucked up. They're like, hey, fix this. Gotcha, bitch. Doesn't work. Idiot. I'm sure at some point in time we can probably get a machine gun. Increase max call and bell HP. So what they're really saying is that I could fall back and not get attacked. So instead of me dying, have them attack the bell as I cut them up. This is definitely way better than the grave one we just played. That's for sure. I don't think you can look down your sights. It's like some cozy ass music in the background. How far can I shoot him? I was wondering if it would auto aim a little bit. The real question is, will it pick up coins at the end of the battle? So I equally don't have to pick them up, because obviously, oh, it seems we have ammo. Dude, I'm a kiter all day, dude. All that League of Legends. I love the mix of the graphic style. Someone definitely put time and effort into this one. This is one of those ones, like the one we just played, where I was like, I wonder if AI solely made this game. It's hard to tell. This person actually like made this game. This person actually put some skill together and tried. Oh, we got bullets. We must pick up ammo when we kill stuff. I was like, they still only take one shot. Well, I guess the gun's really good at killing things. Wait, are they taking just one shot? My biggest fear is not getting all that money. All right, now we got problems. Partially, I was like, I should upgrade my gun, but since it one-taps people, we should probably just stick to the dagger. No! First of all, I didn't realize the one got around me, but I was more pissed off about all the coins. I was like, I want that money, but I couldn't get to it. Unfortunate. So this upgrades... Okay, so this is all about the gun. Oh, we can get a new weapon for 100. All right, so we got to start planning shit out. I do like the graphics. I will say, is this one of those games? There's a lot of... I want to know how many people like these filters. Like these CRT filters and shit. Because I do not like them whatsoever. Like, this is what the game is actually supposed to look like. I don't know how well you can tell when you're looking at it. I do not like this whatsoever. I don't know why they add these filters. That looks like shit. I'd much rather play it like this. So sometimes I feel... So sometimes people put filters on games, and I'm like, there's got to be people out there that like it. Why else would they put that filter on there? But for the most part, me, every time I play these games, I always turn that shit off. I'm like, I don't want to see that. So I'm either the minority or the majority. And partially, I think I'm the majority. What does this do? Oh, it probably builds a bridge. I would assume. It does not build a bridge. I do like... Okay, I like the fact that someone put some time and effort into making this game. Playing the same game over and over again sucks. Like I said, the Boneyard one we just played. I played that game 1,000 times. Why does it say max health? I guess the dude did like go and back at me and then kill me. Quite bitch mode of him. What happens if I don't? I guess you always start with a gun. I was like, what happens if I don't have a bullet? How do I start the match? I'm with you on that. Not a big fan of the retro. Yeah, and plus I feel, well, I don't know the process that it takes to put that filter on. Because they could be using a game engine where that's just something that's in there. So they didn't have to do it themselves. But if it is something that they have to do themselves, I feel like it's a big waste of time. And they could be putting that effort into making their game better. But like I said, it could just be a game engine thing that they're using, and so they can easily put it on there. But I hate it. They should make that... I don't know how you make that known to somebody, but make it more known to the player that they can change it if they want. If for some reason they decide that they... Partially, I'm like, maybe I should save the bullets for the bigger wave, the bigger waves. All right, okay, I'm getting money. I'm definitely going to get money for the pure fact that I think if we can get an upgrade, our next weapon should be like an automatic. Plus, if we do melee, it looks like I can get coins quicker. I have a feeling that I'm about to back up. Oh my god. That wasn't my fear. My fear wasn't that I missed a bridge. My fear was I'd back up and there's people coming from the other direction that would stop me. I missed the bridge altogether. But the good thing about melee is that we did get money. It could make millions in Roblox. True, true. I did see, I've thought Kai stopped streaming, but I saw that he came back to make the Streamer University thing, and I was like, that's just a clever idea. I like it. I did watch one video of Ludwig doing it. I was like, it's a cool idea. No, I don't like Ludwig. However, I like him just enough that I could watch the video. It seems. How do I upgrade these? Oh shit, you just press it. That scared me, dude. That scared. How do I know? Is that what this one's for? Can I take that back? I didn't know clicking it was actually going to do that. Thank you, Damsel, for stopping by. I appreciate it. Every person that comes by gives me a little bit more hope. So thank you, thank you. That scared the shit out of me. Unlocks Sprint. Max rank in demo. You can... Oh, I guess if you keep upgrading, then you can jump higher. Health slowly regens. Not bad. Aiming... So far, we don't need it, but we understand. I love a game that completes itself and then takes features away. But I like it. Aiming. I mean, you gotta upgrade somehow. I think I'd much rather have a game where you have to upgrade to aim than to just start off with an aim. Unlock Shockwave. Why does it say capacity? Does that mean I can already do it? Long range skills have double coins. Like a gun? Ooh, attract all coins slowly towards you. We should get cunning. If I get another one of these, let's get cunning. Damage all day. What am I waiting for? We're trying to get $100 so I can get a new weapon. Oh, I also love it when they don't show you everything that's possible. Like over time, they start adding more and more stuff. How am I supposed to talk to that chick? I like not knowing when the game is going to end. Cheap. Will they help me get coins? He doesn't really look like a Cyclops. He looks like he's got 2 eyeballs. New workers hired. New buildings unlocked. What are you up to, buddy? Oh, now? Okay, so I need you to build bridges. Let's go talk to this chick. I knew I said I was going to... Oh, okay. The bridge doesn't build right away. It is not an instant bridge. Gotcha. I bet that guy was like, hold on. I already stepped off the ledge. Fireball charge, huh? Dude, there's people all over the place now. And then you go there. I should probably build bridges just to see what they can do before I go getting on my money. Johnny, how's it going? And we know, don't jump off right away. Gate, how's it going? Drop coins. Okay. I really hate the fact that they have me making shit that I can't do anything with. A big waste of money. Kill monsters with a dagger to get pistol ammo. Yeah, no shit. Shoot the bell multiple times to call several waves. I did not know that information. Click the middle mouse button to activate auto fire. Now we're talking. That first chick, pointless. The other dude. Let's see how auto fire goes. I like the idea of that. Don't be a coward and shoot that bell many times. Yeah, you're not the one out there doing shit. Build landmines. It's like a tower defense. Now we're talking. Build a gate. Got to keep them out, dude. You got to build that wall. Someone made a comment about mechs, about something about wall building. And I just remembered that time that I showed him that TikTok video of that kid talking about... I can't remember officially. I just remember the look of the kid. It was like it hinted at like throwing illegals out of the U.S. And I knew Mex would get mad, but I had to show him. It was just too funny. Banished, how's it going? We'll shoot it multiple times just so you feel happy with yourself. Okay, so do we have an ability? Because they said something about shockwave. Oh, what the fuck? You're just going to randomly shoot? That's not what I thought auto fire meant. I thought auto fire was like a lock-on thing that most of these games have. Change. Why didn't you change? And most of these games auto lock-on. Oh, he's just... Okay. I do like this, though. Usually it like locks on. King, how's it going? Give me... I think it's called... I was going to say bone. I don't... Why the fuck do I think every game's called bone? I don't... There's not even a bone in this game. It's called Guns and Goblins. Guns and Goblins. Not bone. Even the game that had bones was not even bone related. What is this leveling up? Oh, that's right. My passives. Shit. I need 100. I'm not for sure. We can take a look though. Everything I play is always single player to me. So far, it looks like it's only single player. Doesn't look like you can play it with other people. I like how anytime something... There is pickup radius. I don't know if they called it something different, Westgate, but when I read it, I was like, the Westgate special's down there. I did kill them all when I double tapped it, so why not, right? We need $100 so we can get a new weapon. It says I have one blue crystal. I have a feeling we could upgrade our passive abilities. Like how they have like aesthetics, athletics. Is that aesthetics? What the? I don't even, oh shit. Anytime I use the gun, normally it just switches to the blade when I'm out of bullets. For some reason, if I'm auto firing, that's not the case. Anyways, in most games, when it comes to auto firing, they usually like lock onto a target. Why am I running out of, do I have stamina? Okay, if I have stamina, I should definitely, she was getting tired. I should definitely not be auto doing it. I don't really see a stamina bar, which is weird. What the hell was that? But she definitely got slow. What? Something was stopping me from backing up. Maybe there is a stamina bar. Oh, I see it now. I mean, what else would I do? Don't kill me. I mean, we are getting a lot of coins. Let's look at the bright side. I didn't realize there was a stamina bar. Indy Lair, I don't know if I thanked you. You probably could have left by now. Westgate, thank you for the heart. Gotta keep me on my, I gotta be on my A game without DTS or any sounds whatsoever. It said, oh, that's blue. This looks like coins, but Westgate, magnetism is pickup radius. If you are in portrait mode, you definitely can't see that, what this is called. However, this is pickup radius. Zach, welcome, welcome. Only costs 2. For some reason, I thought every time you upgrade it, it would cost 1 more. Not the case. So like I was saying, when it comes to games, I just need to play a game where, who are you? Need rifle ammo? Shoot my children on the battlefield. This game is called Guns and Goblins. Dude, I think my brain, I think I might be getting smarter. You know what the problem is? So far, I like it. You know what the problem is? Is that I think the more I stream, the dumber I get. Every time I take a break and I come back, my brain actually works a lot better than it used to. I think streaming does actually make you dumber. You think with my brain having to like process multiple information at once, like trying to think about talking while streaming and playing a game would like somehow make you smarter. But anytime I take a break, my brain works better than it used to. Maybe that just has to do with the company you keep, as they say. Maybe you just hang around bad company. Maybe that says something, maybe that says more about you regulars than it does anything else. Okay, well, let's go back to our gun. Maybe we can switch out a gun to get our, there's gotta be a stamina upgrade. Why do we get our stamina back? That's probably when we should use our gun. Who killed? Oh, there was another bitch back there hitting the tower. Yeah, it was too late until I saw that. That little bitch snuck past. I thought for your name's Rubik's, I thought it was Roadblocks. It's called Guns and Goblins. You can play it for yourself for free. I forgot, dude. We're supposed to be giving little shout outs like I'm getting paid to promote this. The art style is sick. Every time someone says the art style is sick, I always, you want to see the default mode? You want to see the default mode of this game? It's so sick. But it does get way better when you turn that off. It gets 1,000 times better. I don't know who prefers that. Guns and Goblins. I don't know who in their right mind. We need $100. If you shoot the bell twice, you get multiple waves. That's the reason why I do it. Let's use our gun first, our knife first. And then that way when we run out of stamina, one, we can pick up coins and more ammo. I don't know if there's a max ammo. I didn't really, why don't I feel like there is multiple? Was that 2 waves? I guess it was. I gotta remember to turn it off. I really wish it would only fire if people were close. And it would actually like hit the people without me having to shoot them. Kill. We're doing a lot better. I haven't really upgraded. We have enough money. All right, nice. We have enough money that I think we might be getting... Well, that chick made it sound like I'm getting a rifle, to be honest. I thought it'd be a machine gun. Back to the gun. Back to the gun. But that one fairy chick makes it sound like we're getting a rifle. I thought we were going to get a machine gun. I was like, that would be so cool. One of them always sneaking past. Dude, this is what I'm talking about. Every now and then, you do find a game that's super cool. I wish Mash will... Fuck! Okay. I wish mouse wheel... I wish Matt... Oh, dude, I've never made it this far before. I wish Matt... God damn it. Am I getting smarter? My brain seems to be working. My mouth, on the other hand, seems to fuck up constantly. But mouse wheel. I need a different button to switch weapons, because anytime I use mouse wheel and I try to switch buttons, it just switches right back to where it was. I'm dumb. I'm dyslexic, but thank you for following. I was trying my best to find a way to say your name. Saphiro, maybe? Kale, how's it going? I say that with the utmost confidence. How do I get a new weapon? It's you. It is an automatic. Now we're talking. Fuck this, right? Well, it's... Oh, and I keep my handgun. Toxic. I thought it was Toxic Taters. I was like, dude, that's such a cool fucking name. Thank God. Thank God I said it right. This game is Guns and Goblins. Toxic... Hey, Toxic TARDIS. You should name yourself Toxic Taters. There's something about that that just has a good ring to it. Level up. All right, what are we? We're going to do something about sucking in money. Attracts coins. Cunning. Thank you. Greed. Greed is good, as they say. It is a good game. It's great, especially when you compare it to the game we just got done playing. There are two opposites of someone taking a genre and making it exactly like it already was, bare bones, shitty, and then taking the same genre and showing what you can accomplish when you actually put some effort into it. We have money. I can upgrade stuff. Can I upgrade this gun? Oh, it's right, because it upgrades the gun you currently equip. Hang on. Let me make sure. We already leveled that up. What does this do? Upgrade rifle. If I say... Okay, I was making sure it just didn't always say the same shit. Okay, upgrade rifle. Got it. I was about to start shooting. Maybe we should do landmines. Guns and Goblins is less of a mouthful. Toxic Taters. Dude, hey, your name's your name, so you do with it what you will. But Toxic Taters sounds fucking super dope. No problem. I was about to spit on myself just for saying it. Toxic Taters. I want to take it. Dude, the next time you come watch me, my name's going to be Toxic Tater. Oh, yeah, you're onto something. I wanted to put landmines. First, I want to put landmines. I want to see if this is one of those things you buy once and keep getting, or if I have to buy that shit every time. Smart move on the dagger, though. This is the reason why Track's here, to remind me of what I actually need to do. Kevin, how's it going? All right. One landmine's better than no landmines, right? Maybe it'll reset. I don't know why I walk up here like the Eye of Sauron. Like walking up here is going to do anything. Dude, this place that I live at now, it's called Guns and Goblins. Plumbing, how's it going? This place that I live at now is like 1,000 times better. I'm so glad that I lived at the place I lived right before this one, because that one was so shit. Dude, the water at the place that I previously lived at was so bad that one, I had to go buy bottled water. But not only did I have to buy bottled water, is that I like Mountain Dew voltage. And so I try to get fountain drinks of it. And I went to, what is that? Oh, nice, you get ammo. I went to the gas station to get voltage. And when I went there one day, it said boil alert. And I had no idea what the fuck that meant. I've never seen that in my entire life. So I was like, what the hell is boil alert? Once you realize what it is, it makes a lot of sense. It means you have to boil your water before you drink it. I'm like, what the fuck am I, a caveman? The fuck you mean boil your water before you drink it? Am I on an episode of fucking Survivor here? So that place sucked. It sucked for multiple reasons. You have to boil the water. The thing was, like I said, I didn't understand. Boiling water before you drink it was never a concept to me. I just assumed that you could always drink water out of a faucet. But it's not like they give you a real warning. It's not like on the news they were like, hey, boil alert. I didn't know the water needed to be boiled until I went to the convenience store. By then, my dog already drank the water. The next day, dude, my dog had the shits. They were right. You need to boil that water. On boiling day, you gotta boil. Unfortunately. Good thing it was the dog. I mean, I would never drink the water. But okay, so the landmine doesn't reset. That dude looked like he was walking up on. That thing takes so much damage. And we dealt with it regularly. So I'm in Ohio right now. I grew up in Ohio until I was 18 and moved out. Not once have I ever heard of a boil alert until now. Maybe the waters went to shit since then. Shock me, how's it going? It was only if there was a water main break and they made a repair. I don't really know the reasoning for why they had it. I just assume that they keep doing it. The second I read your comment, Mason, and you put, where was that at? I've mentally had you jotting down notes to come find me. Richard, how's it going? But I never heard of a boil alert until then. Obviously, because I didn't even know what it meant. And it wasn't until I knew what it meant that I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. This is a demo. You can play it yourself for free. Shout out to, what was his name? Something Lair, Indie Lair. Shout out to Indie Lair, everybody, for coming in here pretending they're not a dev when they definitely were a dev. I see through your bullshit. What do I want to do? I only have 1 point. I don't think health's a problem for me. Health for the actual main thing would be a problem. Maybe we should just keep upgrading our dagger. I mean, we use that shit a lot. Pickup radius. Pickup radius, we joke around, but every now and then, pickup radius is actually not a bad deal. Oh, dude, we got all kinds of money. I mean, we definitely be using the dagger a lot. Okay, I didn't see the landmine at first. I was like, there's no way they're going to make me pay for this fucking landmine twice. I ain't got no money. Well, 40 might be enough. 40 is enough. How much for a gate? We should have really been saving up for the gate, dude. I should have bought that gate. A gate would be so much better. It is on Steam. Guns and Goblins. You can't link things in TikTok, can you? It's not like you can just link it and someone can click on it. But Guns and Goblins. Demo. Drums of Liberation. How's it going? I like words that I know how to pronounce. Makes me feel smarter. All right, next. Melee first, gun second. Can anybody confirm whether or not? Are there towers or just defense? So far, it seems that, I forgot to turn on auto. We attack. It turns out that we can't put down landmines and shit. I don't know how much further down the tree that goes. We can build so we have some defensive abilities, like landmines, and we can build a wall. I don't know if later, it is a demo, maybe they'll add some of that shit later. I don't know if you can build towers or something. I don't know if you can make minions either. Hey. No one said you could go that route. God damn it, dude, he wasted it. This is Guns and Goblins. Anytime someone says that, I automatically think dev. Is this that game that no one's ever heard about? It's so tight. Like I said, dude, if I was dev, I'd do the same shit. I bet, dude, everybody's playing this. You are not cool unless you know this game exists. The search doesn't even bring it up. So you did, you know what's funny? Is that I actually, anytime I'm looking for a game for the most part on Steam, I just use Google. Unless I know the ID number. If I know the number, it makes it easy to find the demo. Because you can just put it up into the search bar on top. Okay, this guy is hard to kill. All right, so that's good news. However, outside of that, the search thing does suck. I agree. I need something that shoots better. I mean, I could use my automatic. How about we use our sword some? Because like I said, we have a problem that I run out of stamina. Maybe I should get more. I should probably get more life. Okay, well, we're gonna have the life problem. Any game that makes it to where you can auto aim is great. Oh, dude, we got a landmine. Score. The landmine actually came in handy, not that one bitch. Why the demo? I don't know what that means. Are you upset that they're letting you play the game for free? I've had multiple people say that. I never really understand why they say that. Or are they so excited about the game that they're pissed that it's only a demo? Sam, how's it going? Because I guess they could go in a route where they like the game is they could be like, hey, the game is actually done, but it's an early release. Early release is another word for demo, except you have to pay to play it. They ain't tricking me on that shit. Oh shit, I ran out of bullets. Why play demo instead of the full game? Is the game even out? And if the game is, let's say the game's out. I'm gonna put two of these together for you. Play the game for free or spend money to play the game. I'll let you figure that gap out real quick. It's not out yet, I believe. You don't always need to pay for early access, and demo isn't the same. A demo and early access are pretty much the same. Well, actually, you're correct. A demo you don't have to pay for. This game is called Guns and Goblins. Guns and Goblins. Trust me, if you played as many demos, look at this guy. Are you a dev DPU? I don't know how you could get mad about a game being free. This dude's trying to tell me, dude, how old are you, DPU? Are you brain dead? Is this the reason why I lose brain cells when I stream? Is it people like you? It's gotta be. For a fact. Do you think I'm fucking stupid? You must. But you're not correct. You know how many dude, I've played almost like 1 million demos. If there's anybody that can tell you the difference between a demo and an early access, it's me. It's definitely not you, DPU. Do you know how many demos I've played that are hours long? And they do update demos. They make multiple demos for games. Games keep updating demos. Who gives a shit about a definition? There's people like you, DPU, in this world. I'm like, I can't stand these people. But we'll let you live. We'll let you exist for a little bit. Until I find it not fun anymore. Long range skills. Is a gun a long range skill? When I think skill, I think pressing a button. Are there guns and goblins? Imagine if they called it Guns and Goblins, but there was neither. That would be cool. Shroom and Gloom Demo. I actually really like that. Is that game out? I think that game should be out now, right? The Shroom and Gloom? That's a card game. I could. Hey, Tim, thank you for the follow. Appreciate. Buying the demo. Dude, I remember back in the day, I used to go to the store and find the gaming magazines and rip them open so I could get the demo disc. And I used to play the living shit out of demos, dude, all the time. I thought I saw someone playing. Usually anytime Lyric plays a game, it's out. So maybe that's the reason why I assumed it was. But if Shroom and Gloom is what I'm thinking about, the card game, I really like that game too. But one thing you'll find out about this channel is that I'm super cheap. And so if you ever see me playing a game, it's either free or it's very cheap. How about I give myself a shout out like I usually do? Might as well. Anyways, I was about to say chatters and lurkers. You can tell I haven't streamed in forever. I got a Discord. In this Discord, you can find a lot of cool stuff. Like this demo. Might as well post that in there. Anytime I find a demo that's actually worth a damn, I put it in here. So if you're someone who likes to find like good games that are coming out, you like indie games, this Discord is great for you. So anytime I find a good one, I come here and post it. Playtest also works the same way. There are playtests that come out all the time. So anything I find, I don't even remember playing this. If I find something that's worth, I put it in there. Game sales is the best. Usually, it's most of the time, it's shit under $5. I don't think this is on sale anymore. This was like 17 bucks, which is crazy. But anytime I find a game that's under $5, sometimes it's super cheap. Sometimes it's like $2. I put that shit in there. But if that's the kind of thing that you are interested in, and free game Thursdays are the best, where this gets updated with just games you can have for free. Last week was not bad. Anytime I see some degenerate shit like this, Venerable, thank you, appreciate. But Metal Gear Solid, oh, is it over? It's still the weekend. It's still the weekend. I forgot. You can actually still play this for free. I don't know why I thought it was a weekday. But if you like Metal Gear Solid, you can play it for free, remastered. So that's dope. You should really look into that. So on my Discord, you can find cool shit like that. Even I'm surprised sometimes. But we just show things in here that are free that you can play. They're either free for you to keep or they're free for the weekend. The Metal Gear Solid one is free for the weekend. Jordan, I'm so glad that you are happy about the game that we are playing. But there's that. If that's the thing you like. Okay, where are we at money-wise? So we got a lot of money. I've already spent my point. Oh, that's right. I got to spend one of these. The thing is that I can't spend any more. Long-range skills. You also know what's even the best part about a demo compared to early access is when you play a demo, you figure out whether or not you actually like the game. You don't have to pay any money. A demo is 1,000 times better than early access. You can't change my mind on that at all, ever. More waves. Where do you see that at? Shockwave. I don't even know what that means. I feel like there's a shock wave ability that I should have, and I don't know how to. I definitely want to upgrade. Dagger. Dagger is most important. Oh, gate. We want a gate? I forgot all about that. Let's get a gate going. What do you do first? More landmines? We should do gates. Let's do a little gatekeeping. Why did you say 60? Does that mean I can build more landmines? I don't really know why it said 6. Wait, hang on, what? Oh, I gotta close it. I thought for a second it would let me go through it. The game is called Guns and Goblins. 3 a.m. Uber Eats. I thought, the second I think 3 a.m., I think Taco Bell. I like how they have high quality gun textures. You know what? Another thing I found funny is the fact that during I don't know if the diarrhea lettuce thing is still a thing, but why is the door shut? But one of their things during the whole diarrhea lettuce, they're like one of the things that they figured out why it was around was because of Taco Bell. But I'm like, doesn't Taco Bell always give you the shits? So how the hell did someone get the shits from Taco Bell and go, yeah, this shit's infected? I feel like it's one of those things you would just never know. If Taco Bell gave me the shits, I wouldn't think that it was because of some kind of infection. I would just think it was Taco Bell. I don't know why it makes me think of Resident Evil anytime he pulls out a pistol. For some reason, Resident Evil 4 of all things. I gotta min-max my ability to... I keep thinking that I need to like remember which waves have a bunch of people and which ones don't. I always think they're gonna... Wait, don't I have something where I regen over time? Did I get that ability? Where's... Oh, I thought the fairy would be there forever. If I shoot a fairy, it's called Guns and Goblins. Oh, I do have an ability. It's Q. Have I had that the whole time is a better question. Let's try it out. I really thought it was just gonna kill everybody. Dumbass me. The problem, you have to hit middle mouse. I wish I could just go through my own door. You have to hit middle mouse to auto do this shit. Okay. Oh, it just works. Even better. All right, it turns out if the gate's closed and you walk up to it, it'll close itself. But there is stamina in this game, and I got it. Oh, that little tricky bitch. Guns and Goblins. Thank you, Hubert, for the follow. Shim, how's it going as well? Turns out, if you have the door open and you go backwards to it, it'll shut on itself, which is definitely a great thing. Should I keep... We should do dagger speed. But in order to go into auto mode, you have to have middle mouse, and there's a stamina problem, so you can't just keep autoing. Good bites of apples. You got a mouth fetish? How's it going, goodies? Guns and Goblins, definitely, for sure. Cooper, how's it going? It's better than the person with a foot fetish. I'll give him that. Health? I thought I already bought... Oh, I don't have enough coins. Okay, it seems the thing where you slowly get health. I forgot. You get your bones up. Every time, dude, my brain be thinking sexual thoughts 24/7. Almighty, how's it going? It 100% turned bones into boner. It is Guns and Goblins. Do I have enough money? Tight. I mean, by far the dagger is the best. Have I even... I forgot that I could get a fireball. I only have 13 coins. There's no going back. I forgot that there were other people that I could buy from. I take the biggest of bites when it comes to chicken. Try to swap. This is the other problem, is that I get into this way where I think that if I pull out my dagger, it's going to auto attack, and I forget that I have to keep pressing. Always makes me think that I should just do it myself instead of relying on the auto. To be honest, I think auto is holding me back. We'll just do it myself. It seems easier that way. Your responding so quick has made me already love the stream. Well, thank you, son. I appreciate it. Much love. Usually, usually, I have a TTS thing that talks, so I don't have to read because I'm illiterate. However, the TTS thing that I made no longer works. The person who was working on it just stopped working on it. It's called Guns and Goblins. So now I actually have to read. Which, hey, in the long run, could make me smarter. So let's shout out to that shit. Nice. It gives me more ammo. I'm not just doing that for fun, by the way. I'm not just killing fairies to kill them. They do give ammo. We're doing pretty good. I wish I had a nade. Oh, we have a shockwave. I don't know why I thought that shockwave was like the kind of thing where it just blows the whole thing up. The art style is sick. Wait until I show you something. I locked myself out of my own gate. Oh, okay, it does open for me. Wait until I show you something real sick. Show you how this game was officially. I'll show you how this game officially looks. If you're a retro gamer, doesn't that look sick? Why would anybody play any other way? But yeah, we turned that shit off. I did, dude. I paid for it. Now that I'm moving on up, now that we don't live in a container anymore and I live in an actual house, we spend money on views. TikTok always says, hey, give us like some money and we'll get you views. And I was like, fuck. You think I'm going to work for this shit? Fire, how's it going? Of course I'm going to pay for views. Everybody does. God, and we got the bots working on overload. Like the days where we, I might be the only person who can have 5 people watching them and get over 250K likes. I'm just good. What can I say, dude? I'm just good at what I do. Very dedicated fan base, they say. Tony, how's it going? Very dedicated fan base. There's no way someone's getting over 250 with only 5 people watching them. Who isn't me? Can I upgrade? The machine gun's really good. Maybe we should invest into both. It's probably the smarter thing to do. Dude, I am starving. Bad news about my dog eating all the chicken is that I don't have anything to eat. Play the game with a CRT overlay like Shatterglass. See, I knew there were people out there that like CRT. I fucking hate it. FN, this game is made for you. Daniel, the game is called Guns and Goblin. Is that one dude still here who was arguing about demos and early access? I feel like the second I stopped talking to that person, they left. No problem, no problem. It's a demo, you can play it yourself. For free, doesn't cost anything. Every time I say that, it feels like I'm plugging it. Like somehow I'm the dev or they paid me. Trust me, they didn't either. I'm just a shill. Maybe it's a bunch of practice for the future. But the game is tight. I like it. There's definitely some auto aim in there. You have to upgrade in order to look down your sights, which I refuse to do. I'm a god gamer. Born with lots of talent. I don't need that shit. It probably was. That would actually make a lot of sense. If a Dalco is stopped by twice, how have I been blessed with such a presence? Dude, if that was Mex, that'd be dope. I do hope Mex comes back. He better not be a KO kid. I mean, KO Kid I've lost all hope for. KO Kid ain't coming. He's gone. And I know KO Kid still holds a grudge because E5 just started, like I said, just started streaming not too long ago. Oh, shit. That one's gold. Are they always gold? It just started streaming again not too long ago, and KO Kid saw that he was somehow following him and then just stopped following him. So KO Kid is alive and well. If I'm lucky, one day he'll come back. But like I said, Mech's coming back is definitely very doable. I gotta make sure he did get through. Uh-oh. What the hell was that? They just like blew up. Another one in the back right. Some of these little bastards just... Oh, shit. You are correct. Some of these little bastards just somehow sneak past me. Oh, there's another one. That's pretty good. It's like Tarkov, dude. Sometimes you gotta realize that hip firing is just better than looking down your sights. There was a mode in Tarkov, since I play Arena a lot. You know, when I first read that to the right, I didn't really process what the hell you were saying. I thought somebody walked past me. There was a mode in Arena where you could only hip fire. It was so cool. It showed me that hip firing in Arena, or in Tarkov in general, is OP. It does just kill everybody. It's just the radius. Oh, no, 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 no. No, no, no. There's none of that. Oh, we're in a bad state. Dude, they're taking so many shots. All right. I've even upgraded my weapons. And he's setting off all the landmines. We're good. Okay, we're really going to have to, like, shoot people now. I need something else to switch. Oh, damn, we do have... Oh, my God. We need, like, grenades. I guess this is where a shock... A lot of good that fence did. Landmines! Dude, if we can hold them off for the most part, landmines are sick. I should use my knife a little. I don't like using middle mouse to switch buttons because it's difficult. Well, it turns out if there's a lot of them, they just jump in that bitch. Nick, thank you, thank you. They just jumping over everything. We actually upgraded our stuff quite a bit. The dagger is most important. Oh, that's right. Abilities, dude. I keep forgetting about this chick. It's called Guns and Goblins. Guns and Goblins, Marcus. It is a demo. You can play it yourself. There's so many, they just jumped over the gate. It's like World War Z or whatever, where there's just so many zombies that they can just get over the wall by stacking on one another. Fireball. F and Q. I'm not really sure why it wouldn't be E and Q. But to each their own. Can you do anything else? This one's just locked, right? Yes. I like how you unlock this one just so that they can tell you some shit. Swanson, it is not. Do I have enough for more damage? I do. Survivalism. Okay, now we finally can get some passive regen. E is your interaction button. It is an interaction button. You know, sometimes people always change E and F when it comes to interacting. I think I'd much rather my F be interact and my E be my ability. There's just something about it mentally that my brain wants to hit E to use an ability. It's called Guns and Goblins. I don't know what it is. Maybe there's a lot of games I play where E and F is ability based. The weirdest one though is for flashlight. Now, sometimes in most games, F is flashlight, which makes sense because it starts with F. But sometimes H is flashlight, and the reason for that is because headlamp starts with an H. I learned that. I always wondered. I was like, why is H a flashlight? It makes no sense. Turns out some people just call it a headlamp. No, a headlamp. So, there's definitely some give and take on that one. There's no way I'm always firing it from the hip. There is some give and take. But even though I have to go through like 500 games to find games worth playing, it's games like this that make it worthwhile. Knowing that I have found something that was worth playing. And then every now and then we have the Bone game that we played before this that I'm like, I know that it's not going to be great. However, it's still going to be fun enough to pass some time. That one game where we were selling guns was fun. Or rolling guns. It's called Guns and Goblins. These are the goblins. These are the guns. Where we were like pretty much opening CSGO cases and selling them. That game was actually fun. It equally pisses me off that that one esports game came out. That game has a lot of potential. unfortunately, okay, he didn't get through. He did get through. The thing that pisses me off about the esports game is that it has a lot of potential. However, I don't think those devs are ever going to do anything with that potential. It's funny because it's like heavily AI inspired. Like they obviously used a lot of AI in order to make the game. However, the part where like you were watching the game and they have like a map and you can see the people fighting, that shit's cool. Which you know they put effort into doing. If they could just make the manager part of the game, you know, what the game is named after, it'd be so much cooler. All right, we gotta watch out for the fast people. Let's switch guns for a second. I guess we could shockwave. That would help. There, dude, what the hell? I could have swore they came from the left side last time. I was like looking for them and then they just ran past me. Stop it. Those landmines are very important. Super important, some would say. I tried to hit E to use my ability. I thought that was going to be a straight shot. I literally tried to use E again to use my ability. Alright, machine gun first. My brain definitely sees E as being it. Relaxing medieval hack and slash. That it is. That actually reminds me when you say that jokingly, is that there was a game I could have swore it was medieval times and you could use a tank. There was like a trailer for it and then I never heard anything of it ever again. Dagger speed, why not? Oh, we should have did magnetism, dude. It's all about the money. No more. I do like this better. I do use it. Well, you can't really. What happens when I talk to this chick? Is it make my fire? I need to figure out how we make the shockwave better. I want to make chicken now, but I'm lazy. Dude, I'm telling you, the pressure cooker thing. I didn't. It's like the what is that? Air fryer. I never really cared for having an air fryer until I got an air fryer. And then I was like, dude, this shit is sick. Does this make it fat? Oh, we get multiple ones. And then once I got an air fryer, I was like, this shit is so dope. It's the same way with a pressure cooker. I was like, I don't really care. And then the second I got it and realized I could cook my chicken in like 30 minutes, and I didn't really have to do anything, I was like, the crock pot I used to have, and it would take like at least 8 hours. Pressure cooker, dude, takes that shit 30 minutes. Shit is so quick. I still got money. I haven't upgraded the rifle? What's it? Oh, this is clip size. I was like, what's the difference? This is clip size. This is actually making it stronger. Touche. This whole time I thought I was making it stronger. You think that it's doubling? You think it's doubling the waves each time or just the first wave? It almost feels like it should be. Tyler, how's it going? I'm not for sure what we're thinking for. Maybe someone told you something of importance. Think of COD, but also zombies and a game that's actually entertaining. So, same, but different. Try to play zombies multiple times. I don't even think I liked it when it very first came out. But this game's sick. Guns and Goblins. How'd you figure that out so fast, Prince? It's almost like you've played the game. I wonder how long the queue is. Like the queue cooldown is. Oh, scrolled up. It felt like one of those moments where it's like you played the game, you just didn't realize you played it before. And so you're like, it finally came to your memory. You're like, ah, yeah, that's right. It's that sick-ass game. I think you're saying it is sick, but there's a question mark, which makes me think if you're asking, but I really like it. There is an auto fire in this game, but unlike some games where auto fire means that it like actually shoots towards the people, in this game it just means it auto fires. You actually have to aim. And most of these games when you pick auto fire, it just shoots the shit that's closest by. I wish I had a nade. Oh, we have this. I don't know why I keep wishing for an aid when I know that I have abilities. Oh, that one's starting shit with me, dude. Usually, the art style does look sweet. Well, that's like a Westgate comment at this point. Art style is sweet. It gets even cooler. You want to see what it originally looks like? This is what it actually looks like. Isn't that so cool? I don't know why I would ever change it, to be honest. But I'm weird. I like being able to see. It's a weird little concept. The game is Guns and Goblins. Are they dropping? It's like they're dropping dynamite. I usually think that the thing goes down. We should really, if I use a fireball, you can only use it once, right? It does reset. We should use it more often. I gotta wait for those other people. There they are. Let's do auto. It actually, auto is best for these people. Because I can't shoot the gun the auto shoots the gun faster than I can. I'm glad to know. I was trying to figure out how many people like CRT filters. It turns out only one person so far likes it. I thought maybe I was just crazy for thinking that shit is ridiculously ugly. But I was saying, I don't know if I ever stopped the thought process. But I was wondering, do you think it double waves? The music for this game doesn't match what you think it should. Dude, stop that! There's a reason for a gate, dude. He's not supposed to be able to jump over it. What the fuck was my thought process? Dude, that's again. Now we're on a subject matter that I was trying to figure out and then went back to losing again. I can't remember for the life of me what I was thinking about. The dude hopping over the gate got all the music. The music for this game doesn't match. Hey, Rippin', how's it going? Oh, dude, I got, so E5. Since you can, I was gonna make emotes myself for my own channel, but then I remembered it's useless because I don't have any subs. So, but, dude, so I was gonna make some emotes. So the game's called Guns and Goblins. I was gonna make some emotes that I was like, oh, I could pass them on to you. You should use these emotes for your stream. It would be perfect. Hang on, let me show. Let me show. You need to add these, dude. You need to add these emotes to your stream. Once I realized I couldn't use them, you gotta add these. They're perfect. For any situations, dude. These moments of you gotta add them. These are perfect. I would use them all the time. That I will. This game is Guns and Goblins. A great game for today. I think I'm only able to do one more run. Can I do this one or do I need 4? We don't. We are good to go. What's Marksman do? Unlock aiming mode. Fuck. What the fuck I need aiming for, dude? And I'll add them. I'll do it. They're on. It is on Steam. You can play. I don't know if I just said demo, but it is a demo. You can play it yourself. From what I hear, it's hard to find even when you know the name, but it's called Guns and Goblins. I would link it in TikTok, but I don't think you can click on links in TikTok, unfortunately. We need to upgrade our actual weapons. This whole time I've been updating clip size like an idiot. Wait, where's the... I thought I was upgrading my gun. It was just clip size. So it makes sense why it wasn't doing any damage. Alright. Can I get another? Dude, I really thought since you're buying more flame fireballs that there was just a limited amount. Feels okay. How's it going? Oh, yeah, the double. Do you think this is doubling each time? To find it on Steam, you gotta put in instead of and. Is it called end? Is there an actual end on it? And I've just been saying and? Which would make, I guess, more sense. However, Google is usually the friend. The golden gun. When it comes to finding games on Steam. I'm still mad though that I had to give up the conquest of seeing every game on Steam. Ever since people started using AI to now make a bunch of shit games, I can no longer look at every game that's on Steam. But we're still looking at every demo, so that works. It's called Guns N Goblin. I don't think there's an and. I like these art styles. I'm done showing it. Usually anytime someone said that, I would show them the official art style. But this shit hurts my eyes, so I can't do it. We should definitely be using Fireball and Shockwave a lot more. The bell just calls the first and second wave at the start. You'd have to upgrade it to do it sooner. Red Sage, thank you, thank you. Red Rising, how's it going? Red Rising, your name reminds me of a Counter-Strike game that they made. Why I keep saying Counter-Strike? Command and Conquer. A different C name. I forget. It's not Red Rising though. Can't remember what it was called. Can you open the gate? I guess that's the reason why they don't want me opening the gate by myself. But it's something along that. I bought it recently. Rising is definitely in the name. It's just like Red Alert. You can obviously tell that the people were heavily inspired by Command and Conquer. But it's actually a newer game. Oh, I forgot that I can aim now. I was like, wait, could I do that the whole time? Have I been hip firing this shit for no reason? No, we just upgraded so I could aim. All right. You never know, hip firing works for the most. It's actually smart that the gate doesn't open when I walk to it. Especially if I wanted to use like a dagger. Dude, it's just fun. It's fun to hip fire shooting. It makes you feel like you're better at shooting than you are. I'll look. Hang on. Can we pause this? Because if I don't look at it now, I'll forget. What is this game called? It's got to be in the library home. It has to be a more recent game that I played. Good thing I haven't streamed recently. For the love of God, because then we would never find it. It has to be before this. Maybe if I put Rising. Tempest Rising. Tempest Rising. It's a new game that's heavily Command and Conquer inspired. And you can get it. Let me see if, how much is it? You can get it for real cheap. Give me one sec. One sec. Game sales. It should be on here. Look at that. $3? Not bad. Little self shout out. Discord link where you can find great sales, demos like this one, playtest, sales for Tempest Rising. But if you like that shit, Discord link profile. Hopefully it works. I don't even know if the link to my Discord works anymore. All right, back to action. Weak toss. So the whole time I've been asking for grenades, and it turns out that is way smarter. I didn't even mean to do that. Kill the runners with a shockwave. That's actually the smarter play, and I did it by accident. So that way they don't get by so quickly. I used to play Command and Conquer on old 64. Dude, I used to play all those games too on console. It wasn't until I played like StarCraft on an actual computer that I was like, what the fuck was this? It almost seems impossible to play on console after comprehending that nature. Once you especially using StarCraft, you use so many keys on your keyboard. I can't comprehend a life where I used to play Command and Conquer with a controller. And I played I actually recently played Command and Conquer because they put it on PC. And that shit was so difficult, even when I was using a keyboard. I don't know how my younger self did so well. Only using a controller. It is an auto killer. Let's use this. But my younger self used to be an actual gamer. Dude, these fireball. Oh, I ran out. Oh, dude, it does. Get me through the gate. Let me in. Wait, do I get gold for those people? Final wave. There is an end. Blow them up. No. How did they all die? Oh, shit. If I get close to you and use my ability, will that do anything? I wish I could, like... I wish my knife would go off near me while I was shooting. Because I feel like I need to kill this guy. Like, there's nothing... However, I equally need to kill these bastards. Like, I don't think... What made that noise? Because obviously these people are going to keep coming. So we got to somehow weed them off, but also shoot that guy. I think he's coming. I think he's getting closer. Red alert. I played it because I didn't have... I'm going to be honest, I didn't even think that bomb would do that. Because I didn't have a PC until like 2010. So the only way I could have played Red Alert, so it had to be on like Sega. It's the only thing that makes any sense. It's the only way I could have played it. Unless it wasn't until I had a PlayStation that I played it. But yeah, I didn't have a computer until like 2010. So anything before that, I had to play on console. So Red Alert. And I remember Red Alert being the first one I played. Red Alert. That game is so tight. It may have been two. This game is called Guns and Goblins. However, I do have to go. I am getting fucking hungry. Guns and Goblins. It is a demo that you can play for free. This is not Guns and Goblins. That's Tempest Rising. A Command and Conquer clone. Not a bad one either, especially for $3. Guns and Goblins. It's a tight ass game. We almost got to the end of it with that final boss. Oh, you can get a grenade launcher? A little noob tube action? My washing machine stopped working, so I told her to go back. It was like when recently E5 was asking me what Caitlin was doing in the kitchen. Her job, obviously. The funny thing about that, about Dark and Darker, is that I really liked Dark and Darker when it first came out. But then after Dungeon Born came out, I just like Dungeon Born so much better. The only problem is that no one plays Dungeon Born. And not only that, but they rug pulled the shit out of everybody. They like pretty much made it come out, got all the money, and then stopped even putting any effort into it whatsoever. Bad drivers because there's no assault in the... But I really liked... I know a lot of people... I understand the people who like Dark and Darker over Dungeon Born. Because I feel like if you put a lot of hours into Dark and Darker is probably better because it's like harder. However, Dungeon Born, if you're a casual Dark and Darker player, Dungeon Born's pretty good fucking game. Not gonna lie. However, like I said, I do gotta go. Well, we were close. We almost beat the fucking game. Anybody doesn't know, quick shout out, as always. Discord link in my profile where you can find cool ass games on sale like the ones we were showing. Playtests happen all the day. Demos like this game. If you're someone who likes indie games and like finding games that are good, but you don't really want to take the time to find them yourself, that Discord is the place for you. Free games. Free game Thursday, which it's still the weekend, but one game that I've been wanting to play for a long time now that I just never did because I hate spending money. Metal Gear Solid is free for the weekend. It's the updated version. Like the collector remaster collector's edition. I don't know if it's just the first one or all three. It could be all three, which is even cooler. But if you like Metal Gear Solid, you haven't played it in a while, the remastered edition is free for the weekend. So I'd give that a go. I don't know if you can play all three. It might just be the first one, even though it says collection. But I think it's, let's just say it's just the first one. But that's still sick. My first gamer tag that I ever had was Liquid Snake because I loved Metal Gear Solid so much. So when I made my first gamer tag, I was like, dude, Liquid Snake all the way. And then I'd run into other people who were named Liquid Snake, and I was like, fuck them, dude. Why can't they be more original? Liquid Snake's my name. But like I always say, Jay, how's it going, by the way? Chatters, lurkers. I thought I was going to have to turn some shit off. I never turn anything on. Chatters, lurkers, anyone and everyone in between, I truly appreciate it. As always, E5, I'll get that shit to you when I get off here. But I got to go. My goal is to do another hour later today. And since the housing stuff has been fixed, I should be able to stream more. Definitely more than none. We've already beat that task. We definitely have just streamed more than none. So let's give ourselves a pat on the back for that one. But I be out. I'll hopefully see you later tonight, most likely. And hopefully I stream at least 2 more times this week. That's the goal. Peace out, everybody. Enjoy your Sunday. Hopefully see you later. Peace, peace.